YouTube. Part 4. I was about to say part 3, but part 4, because I'm posting part 3 right now. But part 4 of the Atomic DRZ two-wheel drive drift competition chassis. Alright, so last night I was dedicated to finish the chassis build, but time and sleepiness and sleepiness just got to the best of me. So we got this far. We got the trans together. I got the motor sitting here, and then we're gonna build the diff. I already put a bearing on the end, so we're gonna use a M1 2/6 screw going into one of those couplers for the axle and the bearing. Then our diff case gear 48 tooth. Then our satellite gear is gonna go into here with the bevel gears, and we're gonna put some grease in between there, and then we're gonna put our diff cover. They make an option part. I seen that on Super G Drift, a metal one. I want to buy that. And then we're gonna use the 1.2 screws. Okay, so I need to mic those screws, and then a 2x6 screw is gonna screw it in on this side. Alright, so let's set that trans there. Set the motor there. Let's see if I turn the screen on. See how we're looking. Alright, this gear can go over here. Maybe you guys need to be set up just a little bit higher. Alright. We'll get all the plastic parts real quick first. And I noticed there's burrs on the part, so you want to take the sandpaper and you want to clean all those burrs up off the part. I don't know if the GoPro's picking that up, but there's one tiny burr right here. So I'm going to get all the parts, and then I'm going to clean them all up, and then we're going to assemble the differential. There's a little tiny burr. Maybe you guys can't see it, but a little bit of sanding. Tiny bit of sanding. Just want to make sure that that's nice and smooth. GoPro's gonna pick all that up. I'll try and move my big head out of the way, but the GoPro's creating a shadow itself because how I got the light. There's little tiny burrs on the gears just on the face, so I'm gonna go ahead and sand the bottom of them. You want to make sure all your gears and stuff is nice and smooth and clean. Alright, and what I mean by that is just on the face of the gear here, you just want to clean that up a little bit. I'm trying to do this while I look in the screen of the GoPro, sorry about that. Just in there. Oh, and Don, if you're watching this, I know it's not the right color, but I made a little plaque. It's supposed to say MicroScaleGarage and tiny 4x4 MicroScale RC trucks. Go check out his website, tiny4x4.com. He's got some epic stuff. Like, I really want that Geico chassis. I want to buy that Geico chassis, but after we slide that on there. Oh no, before we put that on there, I'm gonna grab our little barrel here that's got some grease. We're gonna have to get some more grease. But yeah, check out his website, you guys. MicroScaleGarages. That way you guys can check out that Geico frame that I'm talking about. Save up and get that one. I was gonna get that one first. I ended up getting this as a Father's Day gift. I'm gonna go ahead and sand all 3 of these, put grease on them, and then I'm gonna put them onto the satellite gear, planetary gear system. Or I don't think it's a planetary gear. Is it planetary gear in this? Not sure. Alright, For the screw, it says it needs, let's just zero out our calipers. 1.2 screw by 6 millimeters. No, that's 9 millimeters. But that's 6 millimeters. That's 8. Alright, here's my dilemma. Gotta figure out that screw. It's gotta go in there. And then 1.2s times 4 mils. Those are all the screws that we're getting low. It's getting lower and lower. Alright, I got it. It's not the big old screws, these little tiny ones. I had to sit up here and mic all the screws. I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, man, not these tiny screws. Alright, let's get some grease. What grease I got left right now? There's a little groove in the middle of the gear. You want to set the planetary gear in there, corresponding little spot, as long as your fingers aren't lifting it up. And actually I'm putting it in diagonally right now. And make sure that it's seated all the way. That looks to be seated all the way. Put some grease on this gear. I'm not going to pack this diff with a bunch of grease. I'm just going to lightly have it packed with grease. I'm going to break them in, break the diff in. Just make sure it turns first. Yeah, it don't feel right. Alright, that feels. You know what? I changed my mind. I am going to put some more grease in there. Alright, that should be good. Let's get this gear lined up. Everything seems to be moving pretty smoothly. This cover up right there. You don't really want to over tighten these screws at all. This lined up right. try to get that one in there to fall in there. That way I can just screw this one in. Ooh. Now I gotta get this back on the tip. Alright. Slightly kind of screw that one down. It's starting to raise up on this side. Screw that one down and we'll come all the way over here. And we'll come over here. Oh no. Alright, well, that looks okay. Alright, let's try and get this in here first. Try and put this side in. Oh, that feels locked, is that? Squeeze that in all the way. There we go. Alright, a little bit of squishiness coming out, but what we'll do now is we're going to get those screws in. And I believe it's these. Well, these are the ones that I liked. Yeah, those big giant screws wouldn't have went in there. Come on now, it's one. Oh, look at that, that felt good. Alright, we're going to tie that down a little bit. We'll grab this one. Oh, I got like a mosquito going into my little lamp that I made up there. That's as tight as I can get it. Wondering if that was too much grease. It feels really tight. Feels really loose like that, but on the gear, it feels really, really tight. I might have put too much grease in on my crawler days. I need to, yeah. We'll probably just run this around a couple times. We'll run a battery through it like this with the diff built like this, and then I'll take apart the diff after a couple batteries and then clean up some of the grease and then put more grease in there. Maybe it's just I got this too tight. Talk about a locked diff. That's a. There ain't no. I mean, that's what you want in rear-wheel drive, right? All right. I'm just gonna keep on going. All right, I went back into diff. Loosen up these two side screws here a little bit. They weren't so tight. Loosen these 4 screws up here, and I cleaned up some of the grease on the inside. Don't feel as smooth, but I don't know. Says that it's got to break in. Don't over tighten screws. Make sure the differential is smooth, especially when gears are new. Gears need a few pack batteries to run and break in. Alright, let's continue to build. Just gonna do a little turn, just make sure they're tight. Alright, next we're going to be putting this into the transmission with the screw side. Whoa. With the screw side facing us. It's gonna sit just like that. And I'm gonna use this gear cover here. And it's gonna sit just like that. 4 of these M2 Ford screws. So just 4 of these little short ones. Just get that started. Oh, when you're building this trans, you want to make sure that you get everything aligned as you're screwing it, because things can go unaligned, like gears can get unmeshed as you're screwing this together. Let's get our last one in here. Pretty cool. This chassis looks like I might be able to design. See, that's very, very tight. Alright, that's smooth. Go ahead, tightens down. The way it's looking, how this hangs off right here, off the motor mount like this, you might be able to make like a solid axle. You know, maybe use like some RC full drive solid axles or something, make like a mini solid axle car. That'd be kind of cool. Feels smooth. I mean, there's little cracks there, but not like we're gonna be running the car on dirt anyways. We're only gonna be running it on one surface. I got enough RC cars I can build one just dedicated to one surface. We're at step 18. We're attaching the motor. You need the 19 tooth motor gear, 2 of those 2.4 screws, 1.125 O-ring, 40 tooth gear spur gear, and our 3500 kV motor is a good choice. We're using the 5500 kV. I hope that's not a bad choice. Alright, where did I see that giant rubber washer? Oh, that's not on none of my build platform no more. Uh-oh. I gotta look for a part. Tiny O-ring washer. I just had to look around for it, and that was super tiny. Alright. The way it's showing is our motor is gonna sit right here. It's asking for the spur gear and the bevel part of the spur gear. Go here. And then our pinion gear, our motor gear is gonna go on the end. And this is gonna go around. What? Alright, this is gonna line up with those gear teeth right there. So let me hold that real quick. Okay, now we can put our O-ring washer, because there's a little gap there. I really don't want to use no tools on this rubber O-ring washer, and I really don't want it flicking all the way around my room. By the power of God, I'm going to try these tweezers without ripping it. Oh, I was pushing on the gear. There's got to be an easier way of doing that. That was cool and different. It's held on by a washer. Okay, we're not going to mess with it. We'll just push it on there. Make sure that's seated. Now we're going to take our motor. I don't say nothing about, I don't know about no timing. But we need 2x4 screws. Man, those seem like some long screws to go in there for your motor, huh? And those are the 2x4 screws that we've been using. Alright, we'll get our motor set and then we'll set our gear mesh. Oh. That wasn't working out for me. Let's see here. We need one of the holes. That's what she said. Alright, let me find these holes, and then I'll show you guys the holes. Alright, so I got it in the bottom hole. Our gear is going to go ever so nicely. Oh my goodness, that look almost like a nice gear mesh right there. You don't want it too close like that. We just got to get a piece of paper. Of construction paper would be nice to use. First, let's get the other screw in here. That's the thread I'm using then. Let me loosen up on this bottom one, son. Alright, so we got that pretty loose. It's got like some normal paper. I just ripped this off of. Don't want to be too tight. You know what I'm saying here. I don't know, I don't really like these screws. Can't run that. Alright, get this set. I got the screws in there, but that top screw is very, very janky. Let's see if this is gonna bind up the paper or not. You don't want it to like just chew the paper up. And you don't want your gears too far away neither. So right now my motor is loose. So go ahead and slide this in here. And then I'm going to tighten it down. Yeah, that's what you want right there. It's the nice little teeth markings on the paper. You don't want it eating up the paper. So as I'm holding this motor down, get this to tighten down. Nope, that's not tight enough. It's saying it's slipping. No, it's not moving at all. You can't have that gear too close, neither to the. You can't have it too close to the screw, neither. Wow, you can bind up on that screw. Okay. I'll loosen this up. Oh, as I tighten that down, it pushes away on the motor. Alright, I gotta figure this out. Oops, sorry about that. You don't want your gears too close. You still want them to be able to kind of like have some play in there. Let's check it. See, that might be too much. You can't even run paper through it, and that's way too much. Oh yeah, that's. It's too close. Now we got it, YouTube. It's not crinkling the paper like how that is. Crinkle, crinkle. Nice. That's what you want right there. You want that. You don't want that. Alright, let's move on to step 19. We've been dealing with this too long. Now we get to put on our bottom A-arms. And we get to put on these little tiny 0.2 millimeter screws. Oh no, that's the clearance. The clearance on that screw is going to be 0.2 millimeters. But we need these A-arms, and we need this toe-in block. So here's our toe-in block. The holes go more so that way towards the back of the car. Got our A-arms. or our lower control arms. Can't really call them A arms. Well, still an A. And we need alright, the top to bottom on that screw right there is supposed to be 0.2 millimeters. Yeah, I'm gonna be miking this for a while. I'm gonna put it on the car and then I'm gonna adjust it. Yeah, trying to mic 0.2 millimeters. I got 0.1 on my mics. And I'm gonna go with that on both of these bottom arms. Set these right here, and then we're gonna drop them all onto the chassis. It's looking like a chassis and everything is gonna fit like this. Just pop that down in there like that. Oh yes, that gear differential is gonna be like kind of open in the ground, huh? Pop our rear arms. Oh, we gotta put that rear bulkhead on. We're moving too fast. That's good. Okay. That's gotta go together. Pop all this together. This is kind of cool how this goes together. Alright, so it's all got to be popped together, slid in. Let me get this car situated on the stand real quick. That might help putting it together. Let's see if we're working in the rear now. We need 8mm screws. It's going to go into the back end, and then 2 of the 4mm screws is going to go in the other. I'm going to put this here. Slide this here. No, say it with me. Slide that one there. And then we're gonna shake it all about and somehow put all that back together. But with movie camera physics, I will do that. One design flaw that I don't like, maybe they can make changes to, is that the adjustability on the A-arms is cool, but maybe if they could have took this piece right here and extended it out so that way it can be adjustable on the back, because that screw is totally close to the spur gear. I know everything's not really adjusted yet, but guess that's flat. As flat as it's gonna get. But alright, let's keep on moving. Now we get to put on the top deck. We gotta put the little cross joint in. We get to build our half shafts. Oh, wait a minute. Half shaft's already built. We just need this little cover right here. And we need to put on our ball linkage, 3.5 millimeter ball linkage. The top ball linkage is what we gotta put on. Alright. And that is right there. And the degree default setup for the camber is 19.0 millimeters. Got the half shafts hanging in. I'm just going to take this upper link ball link and screw this all the way in. On the manual it looks like all the way into its maximum closing, but I'm going to mic it right now and see where we're at. Huh. 19 millimeters on the dot. That's crazy, because from ball end to that we're supposed to be at 19. That's going to sit right there just like that. Got both of the upper links, 19 mils. We're going to put those there, and we're going to put these ball caps that go over the top of those real quick. I'm just using the M1 1.2 by 3 mil screws, so these super tiny screws right here. Whoa. The little silver ones. Those. And then we put in these caps. My thumbnail is in the way. That's too long. It's not. Yeah, that one's too long. Maybe this one. Alright, now we're going to build the rear hubs. .2 by 4 screw goes in the hub here. I have no reason why. We're going to get the 3x6x2 bearings. Alright, YouTubers, let me know in the comments how it is to build your DRZ. If you're following along, you made it this far. We're about to be putting the half shafts in. To build our rear hubs, you need the 3x6x2 ball bearings, back and front. You need your 3.5 ball stud with this little rubber cap, and that's to put the hubs on. The pin that goes in there is a 1x5 by 13 millimeters long pin, and we're going to put that in. Alright, I'm going to try and get one of these pins in real quick. Slide it in just a little bit. Might be able to just do a little wiggling. There we go. Shaft in, and that's going to be, unless that's as long as it goes, looking like it had to be pressed in some more. We just want to get my fat fingers out of the way so y'all can see. I'm not trying to plate this dog bone in. You know what, don't laugh at me, I did that backwards, I think. And then we're going to pop this ball stud on. Do the same thing to the other side. Maybe this is going to be a little bit easier to go, huh? No. Yeah, let me know how your DRZ build is going. We're almost at the end. And yeah, it should pop on right there. Is that the right end though? Alright, let's try. Nope, that's the open ball end. Alright, that was really hard to pop on. Alright, so next we're going to work on the rear suspension. Oh. Uh-oh. Gonna slide back up. We gotta put our top deck on. That's what we're forgetting. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. 2 of them, or 4 of them, are going to be the 2x4 round head screws, the countersunk ones. Alright. Oh, that's cool. It's got a cool little etch pattern on it. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's really sweet. And then the frame is just gonna It's gonna line up right there. How do we do this? Motor wire. We should take the motor wire. Maybe we can go through that hole. Just kind of scoot them out of the way a little bit. And that's gonna fit right on there like that. Oh, it needs to be pushed. Our motor mount screws are not letting it really line up, but we'll get some screws in here real quick and bolt that down. Start right here with this. Then let's start it. Doing the countersunk screws now. Trying to make sure all these screws are going to line up. Alright, let's get our top screws in. Seems like it's got to go over some. Or this has got to come forward. Alright. Then get our side screws in. Oh, before I even get these screws in, my camera's about to die. I want to say like, share, subscribe. And as always, peace and love. God bless. We're just gonna keep on building until, you know, the director say cut. Alright, got that one. Try to get this other side one on. It's looking like a car now. Got that one. We got one more to go. Now we should be able to tighten everything down. Beautiful. Make you just want to drive it without a body on it. Wow. That's nice. Don't even have a rear suspension on it, and that's nice. That's nice. I like that. I wonder how the Kyosho Mini Z's bodies go onto this. Alright. Let's move on to step 21. Rear shock tower. We already got our rear shocks built. So we just need this, and then we gotta put our ball studs on, kind of like the front. They want us putting on the 4th hole from the end. Oh, all right. I put the shock tower on. I thought my camera just died on me. And we're getting one 4mm ball stud down at the bottom. I'm gonna try and hurry up, put the other ball stud on, and we can almost call this complete YouTube. The doggone, you know it's time to go to bed when the light team go ahead and turn off. Light just turned off on me. It's a fire hazard. I gotta get rid of this light. I bought it from the alunar thrift shop. Dang on light. I'm about to just unplug it. Alright, we'll pop our shocks on, and we are done. Man, this car looks cool. Can't wait till the rims come in and just check my email. Oh. Check my email. It said that the brims will be here in 21 days. And it's like the same time as Xavier's WO Toys car should be in from Banggood. Oh, look at that. Alright, let me unplug this light. Alright, we'll raise the car up so you guys can see the... Oh, that don't seem right. Suspension just seems really droopy. Probably got to put some more of these shock compressors in here. Stick some of those in, because that was really... Alright, that feels a little bit better. And do the same thing to this side. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. That one's actually on the ground. And we can also make those shocks more. But it looks pretty cool. All we gotta do is just set our electronics on here.